Hello Leo, it's Lisa, and here is your May 20th to 26th, 2024 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, all my contact information is in the description box below this video. Okay, so Leo, let's see what's in store for you this week. So the energy, overall energy for you this week is the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is all about you've planted the seeds to your success. You need to kind of do the work in order to reap the benefits. It is really always about, being open to adapting, being open to doing things, taking things away, adding new things to what it is you're trying to accomplish. The more that you kind of adapt, the more success that you're going to have. Think of it as like planting a plant or some seeds in a small pot, and the plant starts to grow, and then you need to transplant it to bigger and bigger pots, and then eventually even out into your garden to really have the plant grow. If you keep it restricted and say, I'm only doing it this way, then the plant won't grow. It possibly may even die. So you need to do what you need to do in order to get it to grow as big as it can possibly grow. And then you'll reap all the benefits and it will be very successful. The challenge that you have this week is that so the 10 of Swords is that you have changed and you've evolved and grown, and that's, I think, why you need to adapt, because some of the things that you were doing, like as we move forward in life and learn different ways of doing things or what we really want and all of that kind of stuff, we need to adapt. And if we don't adapt, then things slow down and they don't move forward. And so certain things, we go through certain things that can be hard or just normal, and we need to, grow through them. And when it's a challenge, the growth, it's just going through this period of time. It's almost like having post-traumatic stress, where it's kind of like you think you're still that old person, but you go, oh, wait a minute, no, I don't have to stress and worry about that. Or I don't do that anymore, or whatever it is, right? So it's almost like you are going through this process of the old you and the new you kind of battling, that you are done with a situation, done treating yourself a certain way. And it's just kind of that process of going through there and the process of adapting and changing to move forward. What you need to focus on this week is not overthinking and overanalyzing and just thinking and doing, right? So the more you overanalyze and overthink a situation, the more you get stuck. And you just need to keep moving forward, moving towards achieving all the things that you want to achieve. The Hermit can be, for some people, about hermiting away and the need to kind of re-energize, but just don't get stuck in hermiting, because it can feel so good to, be in that energy of calm and peace, that going out and peopling again can be difficult, right? And it's like you have to kind of push yourself out of there. And it really is just, in this situation, it feels very much like stop overthinking and overanalyzing, just start doing. And then what you don't see coming will reveal in a moment. Okay, so you've planted the seeds to your success. You've gone through a bunch of stuff. You are working on a bunch of stuff. Now it's just not being so structured and so limited that you don't grow and don't move towards all the success you can have. You might have a little bit of success, but you could have a lot more if you allowed yourself to grow and did what you needed to do to kind of adapt. Yeah, so the Judgment card is about coming out of this box that you're in, which is the limiting, like, think of it, the flower pot that I was talking about. You come out of that and you go into a bigger one, or you just are free and you open up to bigger and better things, more possibilities. You stop being so structured and this is the way I'm only going to do it, and you're not willing to adapt. But once you do adapt and come out of this, your comfort zone and move forward, things will really open up and it will be a whole new ball game, a whole new situation. You won't be limiting yourself. And just remember to balance yourself. The Four of Pentacles is all about balancing yourself, body, mind, and spirit. As you balance yourself, more success comes in. As more success comes in, you really need to balance yourself. Watch your ego, make sure it's in check, make sure you're physically, because sometimes if we're working really hard, we forget to kind of take care of ourselves. So you need to make sure you're taking care of yourself physically, and you know that you're in the right place and that your mindset's in the right place. Okay, so then the challenge is that you are done in a situation, you've grown, you've learned, and you're this new version of yourself. You've leveled up, and it feels like it's a challenge. One, just realizing, like, you know that you've changed, you're not the same person, but it's just kind of now moving forward, being that person. And then it is a challenge to kind of say, you know what, I'm done limiting myself, I'm done doing this, and then making the steps forward. The Eight of Cups is about that you have to let go of certain things, whether that's people, a way of thinking. It can be an actual thing where you have to let go of it in order to move forward, to get all the success that you're waiting. You have to adapt and change. They keep saying adapt and change. And in that process of adapting and changing, you have to let go of limiting your life, like being so structured that you're not allowing new ways to come in or new opportunities. It doesn't matter what area of your life it's in. It can be even health and fitness, where it's kind of like, I only ran, right? And then now it's kind of like, oh, well, my knees are shot and I can't do that. And you're like, well, I'm not going to do anything else, right? And it's like, well, maybe you need to do yoga, and then you'll be able to run still once you do yoga, right? But right now you got to let go of running, so then you can focus on how else do you move your body to be healthy, right? And it's just kind of that kind of thing where you're like, okay, I'm willing to try something else. I'm willing to adapt. The universe is pushing me to try something new. So I have to let go of the one thing for now, may not be forever, but I have to let go of something in order to go out and find all the things that are waiting for me, all the possibilities. And it's just a challenge to do that. And then you get the Death card, which is my favorite card. So you have the Ten of Swords is the card of evolution, growing and being done one way and moving into being another way. The Death card is a complete death of who you were, and you're stepping into this new version of yourself. So this card is all about, you go through a process. Think of it as like your little caterpillar, and then you go into a cocoon, the process of being in the cocoon, of growing and changing and, you know, morphing into a beautiful butterfly. And then you emerge as this butterfly where sky's the limit. And it's that process of going through that, right? That it's kind of like, even for some people, when they emerge as the butterfly, they kind of go, wait a minute, I'm not a caterpillar anymore. Like, what's going on, right? So, and then it's like, oh, wait, I can fly, and sky's the limit, right? So it's just this kind of understanding that you're going through the process of changing your life and changing who you are. That process can be short or long. It can be a challenge. If you go with it and just be open to where it's leading, the quicker you'll go through the process and you'll emerge as this new version of yourself. It's a whole new you. I love the Death card. And then the card of what you need to focus on this week is, all you have to do is focus on not overthinking and overanalyzing the process. Because as you're growing and learning and changing things and adapting, being open to adapting, don't overanalyze, like, should I do this? Shouldn't I do that? What if I do this? Just try it. Just think and do, right? Think, should I try it? Sure. What's going to happen if I do, right? Then you move forward towards it, try it, and allow it to lead you where it's going. Because the Hermit card is, when you think and do and they tell you to do that, it really is because they're trying to line up things into your life. And if you're stuck overthinking, then you're not moving forward at all. You're not moving towards the success that's waiting for you. And you know, you're not opening yourself to having more and more stuff into your life and being the best version of yourself. So you need to stop overthinking and overanalyzing, and you need to start doing. Oh, wow. And when you do, Leo, you get the World, which is the best card of the deck. That's getting everything you want in the material world: good health, relationships, romantic relationships, career, abundance. It's all there for you to move towards, but you have to start moving forward and stop overthinking and overanalyzing. It will be a whole new, so you had the Ten of Swords. you had the Death card, and now you have the Empress, which is this birth of a new you, a birth of a project, a birth of just a new way of being. And when you do this and you move forward and you're reborn, for lack of a better word, it's a whole new thing, and everything starts to grow and flourish. Like, amazing, Leo. You need to move forward. And really, and if you're like, well, I am moving forward, just make sure you're not being so structured that you're not allowing other things into your life, other opportunities, that you're kind of like done as much as you can in the one area, and now you need to open up to new things coming in, whether it's, like I said, health and fitness, growing a business, relationships. You need to allow other things to come and change, so you can get more. And then what you don't see coming is the Three of Wands, which is all about just being in the now, just focusing on what's right in front of you, what you need to do right now in order to move towards your goals. It's not looking backwards. It's really kind of, if you look backwards and reminisce and have regret, you aren't seeing the opportunity that's right in front of you, and you may miss some steps. So you have to focus on the now this week. These Page of Swords is stop getting distracted. This is, to me, the card of squirrel. Stop squirreling and start focusing. You need to focus on the now, focus on taking steps forward, and start moving forward. Don't get pulled into drama and conflict. Don't let things pull you off your path, distract you from what you need to do. It just feels like it's time to take action. And then when you do that, you go through a healing process. It's almost like you've been going through a healing process over the years, and now it's time to take action, which will then set you on an even more healing. Sometimes we have to go within to heal and to recover from whatever we've come through. And then once we get to a certain phase, it is time to get up and move forward. Almost like grief, right? Like, you can be within your grief, and then it comes to a point where you're like, you know what, I need to start living, and I need to start moving forward. And those little steps forward will heal you even more, right? So each phase is a different phase, and it is time for you to get up and start doing, so you can heal from whatever's happened in the past. It is a really interesting week. Just be open, stop overthinking, and start moving forward towards what it is you want. If you would like to get an overview of everything, I've uploaded my month video so you can see what's happening in the full month of May. June will be coming in a few weeks, not even a few weeks, a couple days. So watch for that if you want to get an overview of what June is. Thank you again for watching. If you could like and share my videos, that really helps. If you enjoyed my video, if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you again for watching. Have a fabulous week. I'm going to send you tons of good vibes, and I will talk to you soon.
When your past calls, don't answer. It's got nothing new to say.